All right, guys, so this is the comparison you asked for. This is the Holosun 321, and we're comparing it to the new Iris. Now, the Iris has a lot thinner profile, so you guys that were having issues with looking over your EOTechs or having to put it on a Unity riser, you're not going to have that issue when it comes to the Iris. The other thing to note is that the LE version of the 321, like the LE-321, the law enforcement or the titanium model, it was a little divot cut here, so you had 2 round spots. That was so you could look over and through when you're looking at an optic. And the reason for these was mainly it looks like the actual mounting block. So when you look at the mounting hardware that is included on the 321, we can see that we've got attachment screws here that are going to your pick mount. That's adding a lot of depth. That's a whole lot of depth being added to a very thick device. We compare that now to the Iris, and we see that the actual unit itself is the exact same depth as a 321 to give you some input, but the cutout for your actual rail is down, and it looks very similar to an Ingall in how it is kind of designed. Now, some things that I do want to point out and note about the Iris is the slider lever. It does have a little bit of tactile click to it whenever you're pushing up and down to be able to adjust your actual illumination from flood to spot, but it's pretty heavy. It might wear in over time, but it is probably that way because this thing is IP68 rated. It is made out of 7021 air grade aluminum, I do believe. We'll get confirmation on that again and write it down. Now, the mode selector. If you look at something like the 321, we have a lot of different options on how you're able to run your light and your laser. However, on this guy, maybe this is where we were able to get that lower price point, because remember, this thing is coming in at $800 with a V-cell illuminator. You're still at a 0.7 milliwatt for IR, you're at a 0.7 milliwatt for your green viz. But guys, okay, so we have our fire button on the back. Now it's on. Whoop. All right, we won't worry about that right now, there it goes. But we only have dual, which is going to be your illuminator and your IR laser. You put it in the middle, and now you're going to be on your IR laser only. And then we go all the way down to the bottom, we're going to be on our green viz, which if we fire it, there we go, we're able to see that on the ground. But there is no standalone mode for your actual illuminator, so your V-cell will always have your laser going in with it. And there is no differentiation between a high or a low mode.
And guys, I need to interject something here because we did get clarification from Holosun, as well as get some more information about the designs and everything else that was after the fact of this video. So the back selector, as seen in the video, is the final production way it's going to be. It has a low and a high, with the center being off. The information I received from one of the Holosun reps was incorrect. The button on the back does not do fire, but the button on the back is a mode select, which is going to go from Viz to IR laser and illuminator. So we still only have those 3 modes, but we do have the ability to go low or high. And I think we're going to see some tweaking to the high mode, because if you've seen Nick Chen's video over on his Instagram, I'll leave a link in the description below, you can see that the output was kind of abysmal. We really didn't get that nice full power look from V-cell that it's capable of producing while still maintaining the FDA compliance. So hopefully they give a little bit of a tweak to this, and stay tuned because we should have a review unit coming sometime in the future in order to see for ourselves of what actually made it to the production line. But I wanted to clarify this just so that we had full disclosure of what we're looking at and how this does function in the future. So if you don't like that button to go through modes to do your selection, that might be a deal breaker for you guys.
Again, that's because we are stuck in that 0.7 milliwatt rating that the FDA kind of regulates out for us. So guys, this is your real detailed view at it. You've got your CR123 battery here, all of your optics and stuff here. One of the complaints was it's not dead center for your laser output whenever you're putting it on a rifle. Guys, get over it, do a parallel zero, know what you're doing. If you don't know what a parallel zero is, we'll do a video on that, talk about the difference between it and converging. But yeah, if you're familiar with the 321, this is your best comparison look to know what the footprint is and how it compares. And remember guys, it's all about this mount on the 321 and the fact that the mount is cut out inside of the new Iris. Super exciting product. Everyone's been talking and asking about it. So this is your moment to get any additional questions while I'm still here at SHOT. Let me know what your thoughts are. I know everyone's saying, man, at this price point, we're gonna go buy 3 because this thing will replace a lot of people's former gray market PECs, some Somo gears, but we do want to compare it to the upcoming Laser Speed LS-M6 that was just released, same footprint, but the fire button on that guy is on the right-hand side, which is mainly for left-hand shooters, so really weird on that decision. But guys, let me know what you think, and stay tuned for more stuff from SHOT Show, and thanks to the guys here at Holosun for hooking us up.